Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tech Talk, the series where entrepreneurs, influencers, and anyone willing to work for a better tomorrow meet to explore ways in which we can change lives with technology. I'm your host, Nicole Crawford Thompson, co-founder here at Miritech. Now, we're focusing on entrepreneurs behind the scenes of innovative solutions. And in this season of Tech Talk, I'm excited to feature another such innovation that our company was actually involved in creating, and that is the Gapp App from the Honey-Bun Foundation. Now, the Minister of State in Industry, Investment and Commerce projected that this app will go beyond Jamaica and help people around the world to achieve business growth. So I know you're on the edge of your seats right now and you're just waiting to hear more. So thankfully, I have Nashauna Lalah, General Manager of the Honey Bun Foundation, here with me today to just shed light on this innovative solution. Hi, Nashauna.
Hi, Nicole.
Thank you so much for being here today. You know, it was an exciting process working with the Honeybun Foundation to develop the Gapp app, and I want to congratulate Mrs. Michelle Chung, the founder and conceptualizer of this awesome solution, and also the work that you and your team are doing to make an impact. So, for everyone who is watching, now, can you quickly just explain what the Gapp app is and how it works?
Okay. In simple words, the Gapp app is a business diagnostic tool. So what happens is that we have a survey that's built into the app, and this survey covers about 11 areas of business. So there are questions that deal with each aspect of your business. So we're talking about marketing, we're talking about governance, we're talking about finance, we're talking about e-commerce, all those very important aspects of your company. And so you just answer some simple questions based on these areas. After that, what happens is that the Gapp will give you a result of where the strengths are in your business and where the weaknesses are. However, outside of that, it goes a step further in showing you where to go to fill those gaps. And what the solutions that's offered in the Gapp is in the area of funding, training, and support organization. So if it's that you need funding based on what the results show in the app, it shows you where you can go to get funding for that. If it's that there's training that your organization needs to strengthen you in the area that it shows the weaknesses, it shows you where those trainings is available. I mean, we also have the national training calendar that has a plethora of training in different areas that's so easy to use in a 1 year calendar. And if it's that you need support, it shows what the support organizations are that can help you, to be a part of that group that can help you grow your business. And another interesting thing about the app is that we encourage the SMEs to use it monthly so that you constantly have a temperature of how your business is performing. And as you go along, you can, fix these areas. So the first month, it might show you that this is the area where you're weak in. It shows you where to go to fill those weaknesses and you start working on that. The next month you come back and you tackle another one. So it shows you the area of the areas that need improvement. It's color coded, so you know the ones that are red. You start with those, and then it show you the ones that are yellow, and you start with those. So it's like your best friend right here on your cell phone. You work with it each month, and you work on this area, and then you check again to see how am I doing. You work on another area, and so we really encourage SMEs to work with the app. You have this device on your phone. You just work with it month after month, and you'll be surprised how, as you constantly check your company's temperature, just like you would check your temperature, you
Yeah.
constantly go ahead and you make incremental improvement. This relationship is between you and the Gapp and your business. So you work with it on a month to month basis to constantly improve your business. And you're not alone, because all the organization and all the solutions that are in the Gapp app, they are there to work with you to help you improve your business as well.
Well, thank you, Nashawn. I don't want to be biased, because we were involved in developing the solution, but we actually did our survey and found our gaps as well. So it's really easy to use. You get your response quickly. And so it doesn't take much out of your time, especially if you are a busy, CEO or general manager of your company, to really, as you put it wisely or nicely, to check the temperature of your business. So what was the inspiration behind the Gapp app? Where did the concept come from, or why were you guys motivated to develop this app?
Okay. Well, the concept, of course, came from my my founder, Mrs. Chung. And what happens is that the business diagnostic tools that are currently available, they are very long, laborious, time-intensive surveys.
Yeah.
So Honeybun actually has an experience in doing a business diagnostic. And what it included was somebody coming, sitting with the CEO, and doing a very extensive interview with a book of questions. After the questions were asked and the answers collected, and they went back to their office, it took about 3 months for them to get back to us. And what
Yes.
was returned to Honeybun was actually a summary of the discussion that was had and the questions to the answer. So that was not very helpful. And
Yes.
so with technology leading the way, I mean, everybody know that our life is dominated by technology. You have to move with technology. And CEOs and principals in SME, the world needs quick, fast, instant results. That's just how we operate. And so therefore it was important that very quickly and very concisely and succinctly, SMEs are able to find out what the problems are in their business and how to fix it.
Yeah.
CEOs of established company will tell you what they had to go through to build their business and how long it took them. We're talking about 3 decades. This generation of CEOs, we don't have that amount of time, and we don't want you to have to go through the same mistakes and the heartaches that they went through. And so this is a bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. So basically, it was just a comparison of what was currently available and where we wanted to take business, and also the how quickly and concisely is able to tell people exactly what is going on in their company and how they can move their businesses forward.
Yeah, I think it's awesome because I can definitely relate to taking surveys that take forever. Especially sometimes when you're part of some training programs, the surveys are compulsory component, and it's laborious. So I do like that. You're trying to make it quick and you can get the results right away. Now tell us how the reception has been for the foundation or from businesses. Let me rephrase that question. Tell us about the reception from businesses since launching the app. What
Okay.
are the benefits or the perks, or what has the response been from the business community?
Okay. Well, Nicole, the response has been amazing. I mean, the SMEs who we've been in dialogue with, I mean, we have almost 300 of them who have so far downloaded the app and have completed the survey. And we are blown away by what the response has been. We didn't know just how much they needed this. And now that they have it, how much they've embraced it. And so and then what happens that they constantly are emailing us and saying to us, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that this was a problem in my business, or I didn't know I needed to look at this area." And some of them already have an idea of where the gaps are in their business. And so when it's confirmed by the Gap app, they're like, it's kind of convince them, say, "Yeah, I thought that area was a problem, but this showed me that, yeah, that area really is a problem." Because one of the issues that sometimes the SME knows where their gaps are. I mean, running their business is something that they do daily, so they know what the problems are. But sometimes they're stumped, as in, where do I go to get to fill these gaps, and where do I go for help? The help is out there, but a lot of them, they're like, "Okay, so I know this is a problem. How do I fix it?" And right there on your phone, in a few minutes, you're able to see what you not just what confirm and sometimes reveal to you where you need to pay some attention in your business, but where to go and how to fill that gap. So
Yeah.
that has been, so very, very satisfying to the team when persons come and they say, "I did not realize that I needed to pay attention to this." Or when they come and they say, "Oh, I knew that I had a problem with marketing, or I knew I had a problem, in my sales or in my finance. I knew I needed to do this," but they never really knew where to go to find the answers. And so the fact that the app is able to guide them in the 3 areas I previously spoke about, which was finance, funding, training, and support organization, they are really, really thankful that now they know where to go, because the help is out there. So now they know where to go to fill these gaps and to improve some of the deficiencies that may exist in the operation of their companies.
Okay, thanks so much, Nashauna. So you mentioned gaps so many times. So I think what we want to find out is what are the common gaps that your data is showing. What is the app telling us in terms of the areas in which businesses needs the most support?
Okay. Well, in the back end, we're able from the surveys that are done, I think we're getting really important data, and that is something that we need to work more with. I mean, we have data; it's just how do you use that data? And so far, the data is showing us that one of the biggest areas of the biggest gap in businesses is governance.
Wow.
And that's not really surprising to us because
Mhm.
we know that when you speak about corporate governance, SMEs, which is our focus, they might think, no, that's for the big company, that's for Grace Kennedy, that's for our Honeybun, which is a publicly traded company. That's not for us. But no, 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 no. Your foundation is so important. And when we talk about governance, it's not a word that we want SMEs to be afraid of. We want them to embrace that word and to really understand what corporate governance speaks to. And we have courses on the National Trading Calendar that speaks to corporate governance and it breaks it down in a very simple way so that you understand and it's not a phrase that scares you.
Yeah.
Another area that we've seen that has the biggest gap is e-commerce. But I'm
Mhm.
sure that in a few months that's going to
So,
change because everybody, yes, unfortunately, COVID-19, has pushed us in that direction. And so everybody, there's so much information out there about going digital and, e-commerce, and now everybody's putting their company online and operating digitally. And so we're sure that in a very short space of time that we're going to see that gap turn around. And another area that we see is productivity. So I'm just giving you like the top four,
yes.
yeah, productivity. And then the final one, which is not really a surprise to us because nationally we know that export is a problem.
Yeah.
However, we just realized that Amazon now is not making it easier for Jamaican SMEs
Yes.
to be
Yes.
sellers on their platform.
Yes.
So
Yes.
exactly. So that is about to change shortly. And of course, I think a lot of companies who are in the service industry do not think about it to say, hey, you have your service company, but serve you can export service. So export is
Yeah.
not just about tangible goods. We want SMEs to start thinking about the service that I offer in Jamaica. How can I export that service? I mean, with the internet now, we're a global marketplace. So
Mhm.
those are the top gaps that we've seen in the surveys that have been completed so far through the Gap app.
Awesome. And I'm just to summarize, you said governance, e-commerce, productivity, and export are the four
And governance, yes.
areas.
Governance,
Areas.
e-commerce, productivity, and export.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I know that you have several partners on board. How are you rolling out the implementation, or what's your plan or process for getting more entrepreneurs on board, and who are your partners?
Okay. Well, Nicole, trust me, when the Honeybun Foundation was launched in November of 2019, the founder, Michelle Chung, has always said that the major tenets of the Honeybun Foundation, the two is leadership and collaboration. And so we are so happy with all the amazing companies who have collaborated with us on this project. And so we have the Digicel Foundation, we have Jampro, we have JBDC, we have Exim Bank, I mean, we have JMEA, we have Kidston Creative. So for all of us to come together to make this possible, it just shows what you can achieve when you all work together. And we're all in this together. So we've always said instead of you staying in your little corner and trying to make a ripple, let's come together and make a splash. So those are our partners who are working with us. I mean, they have their services in the app. There's a lot more who are, but those are our major partners in the Gap app.
Do you have plans to expand the app or the core business model around the app in the near future, and what does that look like?
Okay, we have definitely have plans to improve the app. I mean, this is just the first version, as
Yes.
you know. And as you go along, you have to change with times. And so the dynamic thing about the app is that we're constantly evolving it. So as new services and new loans or new as new up or new whatever as new solutions come
Solutions, yeah.
into the market, we can go in the back end and we can add these. So that's something that's very dynamic about the app, in that it's constantly evolving. And so we have plans to create a survey in the future that's more in depth. I mean, right now it's free download. In another year or so, it might be that we have a premium version that you download and that you pay for. But right now it's free, and so it's constantly evolving. And Nuritech did an amazing job in the development in making it so dynamic that it's not static. So as the solutions come on stream, I mean, the government is working on solutions, private sectors working on it, BSOs are working on it, because we've now everybody has recognized the importance that if we want to change Jamaica and improve our economy, we have to look at this very important sector, which is the largest employer in the country. And so, as these various entities come up with the solutions to make it better and easier for SMEs as they come on stream, we'll be plugging them into the Gap app. So you literally have it at your fingertips.
No, thanks, Nashauna. I know you have been plugging, how easy it is to access the app and to get that data. But as we close out, can you just share with everyone, how they can get the app, where they can get the app, and just a final word on why they should use this wonderful, innovative solution.
All those words, wonderful, innovative solution. As I said, I'll never stop stressing the fact that you have the Gap app with you 24/7 every day of the week it's on your phone. I keep talking about how easy it is. Nicole, I've timed it. It takes a little bit over 3 minutes.
Mhm.
3 minutes. You can do this at lunch. You can do this when you wake up in the morning. It's not, we know how busy SMEs are. You don't have to take a big chunk out of your day. We're not asking you to do something so in depth. It's just 3 minutes to
Yeah.
answer some basic questions about your business, the business that you are with 24/7, that you take to bed in the night and you wake up with in the morning. You know it. You know all the areas of it. 3 minutes, and immediately it shows you what the results are.
Yeah.
CEOs of large corporations will tell you how the journey was for them, and all the bumps and bruises and the scrapes and the mistakes that they made along the way. Now, we want you to move from being an SME to being a large conglomerate, and the Gap app is that bridge because it has all the solutions in there. It shows you all the tools that's available in the marketplace, tools you didn't know exist, because we always say you don't know what you don't know. And so we've done the groundwork for you, and all the solutions that we know of that is out there to help you take your business from where it is now to where you imagine it being one day, the whole reason why you started it. Those answers are there for you in the Gap app. You want to know what the problems are in your business? The Gap app will show you that. Want to know how to solve those problems? It shows you where to go to solve those problems. So there's no reason for anybody to not give it a try. It's
Yeah.
free download. It's available in Google Play Store. It's available on iOS Play Store. So it's simple. It takes a minute to download. It's free of cost to download. It takes 3 minutes to do the survey. You have nothing to lose
Nothing.
in this fast way of world when we're surrounded by technology. Here's another bit of technology to help you take your baby, which is your business, from where it is to where you've always dreamed of taking it. Richard Branson went to the edge of space the other day, and so I've been saying to people, the sky is no longer the limit.
No longer the limit.
It's no longer the limit. So
Oh,
wherever you dream and perceive and conceive that your business can go, the Gap app is just one of the tools to take you there, and it costs
yeah.
absolutely nothing. Free download, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Nashauna. Free
You're welcome.
download for 3 minutes. So in less than about under 10 minutes, you can download the app from Google Play Store or iOS Store, and you can do the app. I mean the survey. So that's so awesome. Awesome solution,
Exactly.
making an impact, making a difference And I know that's one of the core vision or mission of the foundation, to really make a difference and change lives. So thank you, Nashauna, for being here today just to highlight this wonderful solution. And I'm hoping that all our listeners, will go and download the app. And if you don't have a business, at least recommend the app to someone and get on board. So thanks,
Thank you
Nashauna.
so much. Thank you so much for having us, Nicole. And really, download the Gapp app.
Definitely.
Okay, bye.
Right. So we all have blind spots sometimes, especially when it comes to our flaws. But as micro, small, or medium sized enterprises, we need to have an asset like the Gapp app to highlight those weak spots in our business. And I can say that because we have used the app and we have identified the areas that we need to improve on. And those are things that we have integrated into our strategic plan, and we're working to make better, to improve our business overall. At the end of the day, we are the only one who can make that change. And so it's important to take advantage of technological solutions that are making business operations or decision making much easier. And the Gapp app is one such solution. Now, the Gapp app has all the markers of a great innovation. It's valuable, efficient, easy, convenient to use, and most of all, it's free. So we encourage you to take advantage of it. And if you're like me and you enjoy this episode, remember to share it with someone. Ensure that you subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss an episode, and join us again on Monday for another great conversation. Here at Neritech, we develop and maintain custom digital solutions for businesses and corporate organizations. So if you have an idea for an online platform or mobile app, just complete the form in the description below and we'll contact you to discuss further. I'm Nicole, and take care.